Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Caleb. Caleb is from England, but he lives in New Zealand. So let's see what Caleb has to say. Enjoy the interview.
Hello.
Yes. Awesome.
How are you, Caleb?
How's it going?
Right.
I'm well. It's 7 o'clock in the morning here. I've just woke up.
Oh my God, thanks so much for waking up so early this morning. My God, what a privilege.
No, that's okay. So
Just Caleb, before we start the game, just tell me where you're from.
So I'm from the Midlands in the UK originally, but I'm from New Zealand at the moment.
Okay, but are you there for work or just spend some time over there?
No. So I came over about 15 months ago. So I'm working here at the moment.
I see. Great. And before we start the game, just tell me what you do for a living.
So I'm a alcohol rep. So I go into the bars and restaurants and sell alcohol essentially.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Cool.
Yeah, no, it's pretty sweet. Yeah, surrounded by booze and doing tastings all day. Yeah, it's not bad.
And what's the weather look like right now in New Zealand?
Oh, it's gorgeous, mate. It's gorgeous. So yeah, like 7 o'clock in the morning. It's. I mean, not a cloud in the sky. It looks like it's. I mean, most days we're averaging sort of 25 at the moment. So yeah, it's only getting hotter as well.
All right. And are you planning to stay there for a while?
Yeah. So I've just extended my visa as well. So yeah, a little while longer at least.
Okay, cool. Okay, Caleb, welcome to William and the Magic Box. This lovely box full of random fun questions, okay? What am I going to do? I'm just gonna play a music now just for us to get in the mood before the first question. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Okay, ready for the first question?
Let's go. Let's give it a go.
Right. If you were to raise a child, what that most important thing would you like them to learn?
Probably manners, to be fair. I mean, when I was growing up, I'd sort of that was pretty important to my parents. So it would be a similar situation to me. It's there's nothing worse than a rude person or a rude kid. So I would go manners, eh?
Cool, great, sounds good. Let's go for the second question. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay, Caleb, just before the next question, is the first time you are living abroad or you lived before somewhere else?
Yeah, first time living abroad. So yeah, it's pretty exciting.
What was the most challenging part of it, in your opinion?
Getting settled, to be fair. So the first year or so, I was living in hostels, and I had a camper van as well. So I was just traveling around, exploring the whole of New Zealand, and now I'm sort of a bit more settled with work, and I've got a place now as well. So it's it's all pretty sweet.
I see.
All pretty peachy now.
Right. Next question is, tell us about your guilty pleasure.
As far as guilty pleasures go, I'm into some awful like cheesy TV shows and music, shall we say? So one of my housemates came in the other day and caught me watching what is it? Is it the best of first dates? Which is, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you'll have seen it over in the UK, but yeah, it's shows like that, the cheesy shows that are definitely my guilty pleasure that I'm not too proud to admit sometimes, you know.
Right, let's get another question.
Let's do it. Roll the music.
Right. Before the next question, besides the weather, what do you like the most so far about New Zealand?
Oh, the people for sure. Everyone coming from the UK. Everyone's you can walk down the road in the UK and sort of you know, if you catch eye contact with someone, it's a bit like it's a bit, yeah, it's you get a funny look sometimes. But over here, everyone's as friendly as you like. You can walk down the road and you can have, you know, 3 conversations with the 3 people you see. It's, yeah, everyone's just super friendly.
Oh, cool. Okay,
Awesome.
Caleb. Which book had a big influence on you?
Which book? There was one that I was reading. It was the definitive book of sign language, and no, sorry, the definitive book of body language. That was it. So it was yeah, pretty handy. So I was in sort of a state agency back home as well, in the UK, and this book was all about obviously body language and sort of how to hold conversations and sort of what to notice and where about people's body language and how they're handling the conversation. I thought to myself, yeah, it's the amount of times that it analyzed, like part of it analyzed handshakes, and so yeah, like obviously, like when your hand's on top, like when you're shaking a hand and it's like your hand's leaning over, it's like you're trying to take control of the conversation and you're trying to show authority, etc. Yeah, and that really sort of enlightened me. And I remember thinking, like, I remember going back into conversations that I like just subliminally subconsciously in my memory, and I'm thinking, yeah, that guy tried to dominate me from the off. You know? I'm thinking, but yeah, like now that's virtually all I notice when I'm talking to someone. It's like, right, are they interested if I'm sitting next to them? Is their leg crossed that way or is their leg crossed that way, sort of thing? And it's
that's just interesting.
It's just quite like sort of reading the room, but it's a really interesting book actually. So yeah, I'd recommend it to anyone. Great,
very good. I'm glad this question came up to you. I'm gonna have a look afterwards. I quite like it.
It's I think the author, it's a couple that write it. It's Barbara, I think it's Barbara someone and something, but it's a blue sort of paperback book, but it's definitely worth reading.
All right. Another question, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Right, next question is what makes you the happiest?
I'd say it's got to be the family, right? It's virtually, I mean, I can't stop smiling when I'm with the family, to be fair. So it's I'm pretty close to virtually all of them. So it's a shame. I mean, it's a shame that I've left them. I've left them halfway across the world. But I'm calling my parents sort of once every few days as well. So it's we're always in touch. But certainly if I could bring them back, if I could bring them over to New Zealand permanently, I'd probably never go back to the UK. I think my dad would make a good fisherman as well. So try and introduce him to that.
Do you have siblings as well, brothers and sisters?
Yeah, well, so yeah, I've got one sort of full sister from my mum and dad, and then my dad had a previous marriage, which he's got two half brothers. But I mean, we're close enough to them to sort of call them brothers, if you like. So we all get on really well as well, and they only, I mean, we're all, at least we did when we were growing up, we all lived like we were all pretty close, like 17 feet away. We weren't far from each other, if you like. So it was good. I mean, and they're old enough to they're about 16 years older than me. So 16 and 18 years older than me, I think. So yeah, they're a bit older, but yeah, we get on. You know, we get on really well. You can definitely tell they've been raised by my dad, you know.
And is the first time you're going to spend Christmas away from your family?
The second time now, yeah, second time. So yeah. So it's one of those. It's I quite enjoy ringing from the future. You know, I'm just like 12 hours. Like it could be sort of 8 in the morning. I'll be sitting there with the Santa hat on, sort of wishing them Merry Christmas, and they're obviously all getting ready for bed on Christmas Eve. But no, it's good fun. It's good.
Cool. Okay, Caleb, let's go for another question. Okay, next question is, what is your last favorite chore?
It's got to be the washing up, right? I mean, I came across this video the other day actually, and uploaded it on my Facebook page. But I must only be about maybe four years old, maybe, and for some reason my mum's got me standing on a stool, or like a small, some sort of enhancement anyway, so I can get up to reach the the sink to do the washing up. I'm trying to wash this cup anyway, and I'm coughing, and I end up sneezing. And as I sneeze, I headbutt and this is all on video for some reason. So for some reason, my mum's videoing me at like 4 years old. I sneeze, I headbutt the counter, and obviously start crying. Like must be 3 or 4 years old anyway. It's a great video to watch now. Obviously, I turn around and start crying to mum, but I imagine that's when I put down. That's what I'm putting down to hating. My reason for hating washing up. I imagine, as a young age, I was traumatized by washing up. So, if there's a dishwasher, it's all pretty sweet and rosy now.
Great, very good, very good. Okay, Caleb, I enjoyed the show so far.
I'm glad I did it. Hey.
Great. Let's get another question. Let's do it. I was checking out your profile before, since I invited you, and you come across a very cheerful person, full of friends around, always party. To be fair, it's, I was wondering what your thoughts would be on the old profile. So no, that's good. That's exactly how I like to. That's
amazing. Exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel like I am. So no, that's good. I'm pleased that comes across anyway.
Right. Next question is, how would your best friend describe yourself?
I would say I would go with optimistic. If there was one word, I'd go optimistic. So it's very much the glass is the glass is half full. Very much sort of one of those people, I imagine. So I would go as far as one word goes. Optimistic sounds good. About right. At least I like to think so. Good, a lot of them would probably just insult me, but that's our friendship group right there, though.
Right. Let's get another one then. Okay. Next question is, if you could be a character in a movie, who that would be and why?
A fictional character. I'd probably go. Have you ever seen Archer?
It rings a bell. I'm not sure actually. What's about?
It's not. I don't think they've done a movie, but it's a series, and it's just. It's a cartoon series, but it's just as sort of effortlessly awesome as you like it, if you like. It's just he just wings it all the time, and it always seems to work out for him. So Sterling Archer. I'd be Sterling Archer. That's his full name.
Good one. Let's get another question. Let's do it. Okay, cool. Right, next question is, what's the best gift have you ever received and from whom?
It kind of wasn't really given to me as a gift. It was my sister actually got given one of my she got given a bunch of my late granddad used to collect stopwatches, and so yeah, she just and so yeah, my grandma gave her a bunch of stopwatches. I think four stopwatches in total, and yeah, my sister just essentially just offered me one. Obviously, I took the best one. Yeah, it's if you're gonna offer me four, I'm gonna take the best of the four. So yeah, took that, and yeah, it's that probably is one of my most one of the most priceless things I own, if you like. So yeah, it's something I feel a bit sort of gutted if I lost, if you like. So yeah, it's
let's go for another. What do you drink, by the way? Water.
Oh yes, yeah, a bit early for vodka, you know. Unfortunately.
Right. Okay. Next question is, what scares you the most about your future?
It would, I hate to go back, sort of answer the another question in the same sort of way, but I mean, go back to sort of not losing the family, obviously. My dad's getting on. I'd hate to lose him anytime soon, and it would just be sort of missing out on sort of seeing them sort of on a regular basis, if you like, or it's not necessarily seeing, but sort of getting in touch with them, if you like. Yeah, if one day that I wake up and sort of that's not an option, that would that's something that does scare me a little bit.
Okay, cool.
Don't mean to be as morbid as possible on your show.
Just be honest. No, just be honest.
Sort of off the top of my head, for sure.
No, totally. It's funny saying that because, of course, I'm from Brazil and I've been living abroad for like the last 17 years. And I can tell that I know what I mean, because when I think about when I go on holidays back home and when I see my parents, they get older and older, I just start getting worried, It just gets, oh my God, they, at one point I'm not going to be able to have the same, touch and everything. So I totally understand. Okay, Caleb, I've got 3 questions left for you. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Are the British people very welcoming in New Zealand? So like the New Zealand people, they welcome in a good way. I mean, you feel like welcome.
So I mean, it's almost impossible to go out and not make friends. I mean, it's out here. It's you can go to and I would never go to a bar by myself back home in England, but you can go to a bar by yourself here, and you could walk out with a dinner invite like the following day, and everyone's just so like I remember I met this awesome couple in one of the bars, and they invited me round for dinner the following day, and they were just like, let's just stay in our spare room for the night and all this sort of stuff. And I'd only met them for about half hour, but
wow.
Just everyone's just so friendly. It's like, and it's so hitchhiking is like a big thing out here as well. So I'd never hitchhiked before back in the UK, but and I didn't really think it was a thing, but out here it's at least in the backpacker community it's huge, and I mean it's from what I hear everything, well, the majority of the time it goes pretty swimmingly, if you like. So I used to live on an island just north of Auckland, and it was obviously to get cars to and from on the ferry, it's a bit of a bugger. So a lot, just all the locals would there's one road from one end to another, and yeah, if you stick your thumb out at one end, you're probably waiting maybe 10 or 15 cars. Within that 10 or 15 cars, someone's picked you up and took you a bit further down. Yeah, so yeah, they're really friendly people out here. It's awesome.
Next question is, what things do you consider to be relationship deal breakers?
Oh, I used to think smoking was one of them, but yeah, sort of the older I got, the more sort of tolerant I got to that, if you like. Virtually all my friends smoke now anyway, but yeah, I mean, it's going to be one of the standards as far as, yeah, sort of, you know, honesty or loyalty, something along those lines. It's, yeah, or just, not necessarily that, maybe just transparency, like, yeah, just sort of, yeah, just being as open as possible is, yes, it's when there's, I'm very trusting up until the point of where something's hidden from me, and then it's, yeah, and then it's hard to obviously, it's hard to, right, it's, you know, it's hard to not think something else is being hidden, you know, so it's, yeah, it's one of those. I'd go transparency.
Okay, good one, very good one. 2 questions left. Let's do it.
2 questions left.
Okay. Next question is, what is the most difficult thing have you ever done?
Most difficult thing, I mean, again, that's a pretty easy one as far as it's probably the thing that I wanted to do most, which was come out here. So yeah, obviously, I mean, like I said, I'd never left the friends or the family or really, other than sort of small holidays here and there, I'd never left the comforts of home, if you like. Never really ventured out on sort of by myself. So yeah, this was definitely the most exciting, but yeah, also the most difficult as well. Sort of saying bye. Yeah, sort of my family threw me a big sort of meal with like my friends and family before I left, and yeah, saying bye to some of them. Yeah, it was. I mean, saying bye to all of them. What am I saying? But yeah, saying bye to them. Yeah, was probably pretty. I mean, it was probably one of the most difficult things I've done. Yeah.
Oh wow! I know. Okay, I've got the last question for you now. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, Caleb, let's get the last question for you. Last question is, what's the best and the worst of living, in this case, in New Zealand?
Best and worst. So the best is definitely the sort of the friendly side of the people. Yeah, the best is definitely the people, for sure. I mean, the weather's obviously handy as well, and yeah, I mean, we just came through winter, so we're just rolling into summer now, right? And yeah, so we've just come through the sort of the winter seasons, and I mean, it's, you know, winter seasons out here are like, you know, 10 to 12 degrees, maybe even slightly more in the day. So that's probably one of the best as well. So that was actually when I was in my camper van as well for a little while. So yeah, sort of all the locals, you know, that's cold to the locals, but to me being from the UK, that was still, you know, 12, 13 degrees is not a bad day back in the UK. So that was nothing to worry about. So yeah, definitely the weather and the people, as far as best is concerned. Worst, it can probably be sort of how laid back that. I mean, I feel like, yeah, again, I'm using the same answer for the same question, but yeah, it's probably how laid back the people can be sometimes. So it's there's a big lack of urgency sometimes with especially when I was on the sort of the job hunt. Everything was so sort of chill, so relaxed, and it's again coming from sort of, you know, the UK, which is a lot more corporate. Everything's regimented with contracts and things like that, whereas out here it's a lot more laid back, and it's like yeah, it's like, you know, it's almost like, do you want to come in tomorrow and stuff like that. And it's just like, well, yeah, like I'm contracted to, you know. And it's yeah, they're just very, very chill, very laid back people, you know.
Clearly, I understand your point very clearly. Okay, Caleb, it's not the end yet. Okay, let's play now the quick thinking game. So I'm going to give away some words, and you just tell me one thing that comes to your mind. Okay?
Okay, right. This could go anywhere, right? Okay.
Let's go. Let's go. So the first one is, how about family? One word.
Family, love.
Money.
Love.
Life.
Difficult.
Sex.
Enjoyment.
Okay. Love.
Hard work.
True. Very true. Politics.
Hatred. Yeah, hate the stuff.
Okay. Religion.
Disinterested.
Fear.
Adrenaline. I'd go adrenaline. Yeah.
Friendship.
Again, that would be love. Yeah.
Okay. Desire.
Just a want.
Okay. Regrets.
A learning curve.
Okay. Good one. Very good one. A wish.
A dream.
Right. The last two one now. Let's say now New Zealand in one word.
New Zealand, one word. Excitement.
And
or adventure. No, adventure's probably a better one. Yeah, adventure or excitement. Either one. Yeah.
Okay. And how about UK?
Tired. Tired. It's just a tired, run-down place. I feel, you know, compared to out here. Yes, it's a shame, but yeah, it is.
All right. Okay, Caleb. Now the last one is, let's pretend now. If I ask you now to define yourself, what's, in your opinion, what's the best of you, and what's something that you've been working on to improve, and it's like it's a long journey. Which one would be?
Oh, I mean, best, I would guess, the spontaneity, I guess. Yeah, I mean, even myself, I'm not too sure what's gonna happen. Worst, something I need to work on. Probably, yeah, this is it. Probably the lack of empathy sometimes. It's, yeah, I struggle to get on people's level when they're upset or sad, should we say. It's it's something that I struggle to bring myself down sometimes to the level that some people are on. So yeah, I should work on that, but it's one that, yeah, I'm not too fazed by a lot of things, should we say. A lot of things that sometimes I feel like I should be, but I'm not.
All right. That's what you say about not knowing. About not knowing, it's very interesting because somebody told me once, not knowing is a powerful place to be. It's danger, but it's a powerful place to be.
Yeah, I would agree for sure. Yeah.
Okay, let's play now. Caleb in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, Caleb, you can ask me a question now.
Right. So the question, I actually wrote a question down, but I feel like it might have been answered, but I'm gonna ask it again. So obviously, you moved from Brazil to the UK, right? So what was the reason behind leaving Brazil, and the reason for choosing the UK?
A very easy answer for me. The main reason was the language. I've always been very passionate about English language. Since I was a child, when I started studying English, I was 12 years old, and I just fell in love, and I just love the language itself. And I always wanted to live in a country where the first language is English. And fun enough, when I was living in Brazil, of course, I think most of the Brazilian people, we tend to go to America. You know, America, like, it's always the main thing. But my parents, they couldn't afford it because they, I come from a very simple family, so it was impossible to get a visa for me to go there. And short story cut, one day I was walking, and I always been very adventurous. I just went to an agency, and this lady told me that she had a friend who lived in Portugal. And she introduced me to her. This lady, I called her my second mom because she was literally like a mom for me. I was so young, I was 19. So I moved to Portugal. I was in Portugal for 5 years, but I always want to live in a country where the language, English, the first language. And I always want to come to London. So London always in my head. And yes, I came to London. And it's funny because London, England is home for me now. I've been here for 14 years, and the longest I've been away from London was 4 years ago when I was working for Disney World in Orlando. So I was there for 4 months. And after 2 months and a half I was there, I felt homesick. I was like, oh my God, I realized that London is home for me now. So yeah.
Awesome. So you're happy you made the leap.
I'll tell you something, Caleb, very interesting. It's funny how sometimes life drags you in a way that you're not expecting. I never thought one day even live in Portugal or even live in UK. And I'm so happy that the things work this way because I feel so home here. Like I really love London. I love the UK itself, the history, everything. I just love being here.
Oh, awesome. No, I'm pleased for you, man. Yeah, well done.
Yes, it's amazing. It's amazing.
I imagine there's a lot of people back where you live that wish they had done the same thing. So yeah, kudos for taking the leap.
Absolutely. And one day I'm gonna write a book one day about it, because if I could tell you like the whole how I work it out to get to Portugal, how I work it out to get to London, it's a very inspiring book. But anyway, one day I'm gonna
send me the link once you've done it, mate. I'll give it a wee read. Yeah. Who knows? That might be the next answer to the book question of mine. Might overtake the definite book of body language for me.
No, you see, no, but we're gonna be in touch now. I'll be in touch with you now. Thank you so much. By the way, thank you so very much for being so sweet and so kind to accept my invitation. And to be so brave to wake up so early for this interview. I was like, oh my God. To be honest to you, I was talking to my friend before I started I've done other interviews today as well. And I was thinking to myself, I don't think he'll make it because it's Saturday night, Sunday morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if you're going to be doing that. And when I received your message, I was like, he made it. He made it.
You caught me on a good weekend, to be fair. So yeah, usually I would have been out on a Saturday night, but yeah, I've obviously got sort of a big sort of 5 weeks ahead of me with work, and obviously this is Christmas period over there as well. It's pretty manic. So I thought, right, I better get some rest in before my first day on Monday. So we got lucky as far as the schedules are concerned. But no, I'm glad I've done it. Eh?
No, I'm very glad. No, it's funny. As I told you before, when I look at your profile and I saw your party pics and everything, I was thinking to myself, I doubt he's gonna be able to wake up Sunday morning, 7 o'clock for the interview.
Trust me. Had I have gone out, it would have been a bit touch and go. But yeah, no, it's it worked out nice.
And before you go, if you don't mind to share a positive quote or a positive message, anything that inspires you in life.
I actually wrote this one down. Actually, this is it's actually one of my, for some reason, it's one of my favorite footballers said this. So Gini Wijnaldum said this maybe sort of a few years back, and for some reason it stuck with me. But so I would say as far as the quote's concerned, so sometimes later becomes never, so do it now. Good,
very good one, very good. I totally agree with that. It's amazing. Just do it.
Like I say, for some reason, and yes, I remember him saying it. I remember, it's one of those. I just for some reason, that just subconsciously stuck with me for sort of 4 or 5 years now. So it's good stuff.
And adding to that, adding to this quote, I would say as well, if you feel scared, go feeling scary. Just do it feeling scary and just do it, you know? Sometimes you feel scared for something, then you just don't do it. If you feel scared, just go feeling scary. So yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yeah, like I say, yeah, it's all exciting. I mean, it's the fear that sort of, I mean, it's just, I said to myself sort of when I came out here, I said, you know, I said sort of I would say yes to more things than I say no to, if you like. So yeah, it's a lot of things that I've sort of experienced out here that I would have never have said yes to, but I'm so glad I have done. So yeah, it's just
good.
Yeah, sort of that sort of ethos in saying yes more than no is makes a big
and in the end of the day, it's better to, if you say like oops, then if, you know what I mean. So
it's better to try and know you don't, and to know you don't like it than to always wonder like, what if I was really good, or what if I loved it, you know. You just don't know until you try, do you?
Sure. Thanks so much. Enjoy your day and good luck for your new tour on Monday.
Yeah. I'm gonna head to the beach, throw a bit of probably throw some coconut oil on or something like that, and then hit the beach.
Already. I'm already jealous. It's raining now in London. It's raining, so I'm jealous.
Oh, bless. All right, you take it easy. Right? Nice to meet you.
You too. Okay, bye.
Did you have a nice time? Did you enjoy the interview? William and the Magic Box. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, William and the Magic Box. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, just visit our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com. Give a like, share the video, and see you tomorrow with another lovely interview. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Bye.